you have to enjoy where you're at during the journey at each stage, not just looking at that end goal as the only source of salvation and happiness. Because when you are in that mindset that I'll be happy when, or when I accomplish this, or I'll be happy in next week, or I'll be happy tomorrow, you have to be happy now. If you settle and you get yourself in a situation in which you are miserable and you just grind away years of your life doing it, but you just settled, yeah, you're making money, you're paying the bills, you could be making good money doing it, but if at the end of the day you're not happy and you're miserable and you regret the decisions you make, I mean, you can change it. You can always change it. Don't just settle with where you're at. You can always change it. Situations are almost always pliable. And that's one thing I commend people that make career changes very late in their life. That's a great thing to me. And I support that 100%. If you're like 40, 50 years old and you're in college with me in my classes, I love that. That is a very commendable decision. And that's a great thing. I truly, truly, truly love that people follow their passion and people take that risk, because it could be scary, making a career change too. I can imagine, like even in my early 20s, I was scared. I had everything set, for like a law enforcement or a government-like job. And even right now with where I'm at, I have a lot of things that could lead me into a very successful and very high-paying law enforcement or government job. However, it's not what I want. So it's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna pursue my dreams and pursue what will make me fulfilled. And I hope that everybody else does that.
I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under? A women go and men go. Can't you hear the thunder? You gotta run, you gotta take cover. We are living in a land down under. A women go and men thunder.
What's up, everyone? So, one interesting thing that just happened right now was yesterday at work, the husband left a business card with like a little note and then said to please call him when I can. Got the card yesterday at the start of my shift. My manager gave me the card and then said, this was left for you at the bar at midnight last night. So I read the card and I'm like, I don't know, should I call it? I don't know what exactly it's gonna be. I kind of had a premonition that it was on a business card, so I was assuming probably it's some sort of business opportunity, perhaps. I called the guy right before I started filming this right now in the afternoon. It is 1:30 p.m. and the guy was super nice. We caught up for a little bit, and then he basically offered me an opportunity to be a sales rep for this flooring company that's up and coming. And he mentioned a couple sales reps that just within the last year made above 6 figures doing it. And you know, it's like a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 job, because that's when it's basically a sales rep for flooring for apartment complexes. So you have to be self-driven and have a great personality to be able to pitch all of these things. And that's where everything came in. The wife was super impressed by like my likability and just how much all the other tables liked me and everything, and just my personality. And then she told the husband told me all this on the call, and she said like I would be a huge asset and everything. And it's enticing, you know, like a 6 figures opportunity. But I know now, because a few years ago, me thinking about joining a 3-letter agency such as the FBI or the CIA, with my military intelligence background and with the Army and with my degree, my bachelor's degree for USF was actually in criminology. That's enticing, you know, above 6 figures, you know, head honcho, doing cool stuff. However, when I really objectively looked at it, and I actually got to test the waters a little bit, I realized that's not something that I would feel fulfilled doing. Like, I'm not nearly, not even fractionally as close to, like, as interested and immersed in the subject of that as much as I am like exercise, health, physiology, nutrition, everything. I could talk about this for days, and you guys probably endure, because some of these videos are probably pretty lengthy. But a huge thing to consider is so many people will just take that opportunity just right off the bat, even if they have a plan in place. Like, I have a current plan in place right now. I really want to attend a master's program and get that master's, MS, in exercise science with a focus on strength and conditioning with USF. And then from there, you know, I want to do personal training. That's a check the box for me. I really want to do that. That will help fulfill me as a person. I love helping people, and I love teaching people about this. So I want to get the master's. I want to do personal training, both online and in person. And I also want to eventually work in towards either talking publicly at seminars or conferences, or becoming somewhere in a research environment, whether that be a professor at a university, or whether that be just a supervisor for a lab setting, or just being around that whole field. I love it, and that's what really, like, even if I'm taking much less pay, I would so much rather do that. Money's great. Sure, you know, like the world goes around money. That's a huge thing to consider. And without money, you know, you can't really live. I mean, you can if you were like out in the wild and you're hunting your own boars and everything, and have a little tiki hut and everything. But just to even live, you know, a somewhat basic lifestyle, I mean, you need money and you need a source of income. However, I would not settle. You know, I don't want to live some super high profile, some superstar lifestyle that you fail to get to do what you truly love and what truly fulfills you as a person, because that's the most important thing to me in life. I want to go to bed and lay my head down at the end of the night knowing that I'm doing what I love to do. And that can change, you know, that can change as the time progresses. You like right now, I'm just serving part-time at Disney. I have my own personal endeavors for my own physique and bodybuilding goals in the future that I'm working towards right now, because it's a long-term investment. It's just not like, okay, this week I'm a bodybuilder. It's a long-term process. Like, everything I'm laying down right now, all the hard work I'm putting in right now, all the workouts, all the meals, you know, like just, I don't mean that like I have like my 6, you know, Tupperware containers, but I'm just saying everything I'm doing right now is still in the very back of my mind for bodybuilding in the future, because you have to lay a good foundation of muscle, and that's done through hard work, through workouts, through, you know, actually getting in the amount of calories your body needs. But I'm serving at Disney, you know, like some would be like, hey, that's not your dream, but you have to, what fulfills you will change. And right now I know in the long term, I don't want to be serving as like my only career. I want to do something in the health, exercise, and fitness field, but you have to enjoy where you're at during the journey at each stage, not just looking at that end goal as the only source of salvation and happiness. Like right now, I'm working at Disney World, okay? I have great people around me. I have people from all over. I met people from Scotland 2 days ago. I met people from Ireland on St. Patrick's Day the other day. I met people from the UK. I love the people from the UK, man. The accent is amazing. They say brilliant to everything. Or like, I'll offer them something and they'll be like, that's brilliant, thank you. And I'm just like, no, your accent's brilliant. But, I mean, I work right next to Epcot. I'm in an awesome position, I really am. And I feel like I got a lot of great things going for me, a lot of great things coming up. I want to be the best that I can be, and I want to help others be the best that they can be, because that's the key. You know, helping others and making others happy is really what makes me happy as well. And that's a huge, great, fulfilling thing about life. And so that's the plan right now. But long story short, for this little clip right here is, you know, it's offered a solid job, you know, and it's enticing. It's like waving the little carrot on the stick in front of you. If you were a rabbit, of course, Bugs Bunny. And they're saying, yeah, you know, I really like you. I really want you to work for me. You seem like a great person. You'll make above 6 figures. Yeah, that's great. And yeah, and some people look down upon, you know, like the serving job or something like that. But I'm in it right now because, one, it's super flexible. I mean, I'm talking like Play-Doh flexible. I'm talking like Gumby flexible, super Mr. Fantastic flexible. You can just pick up and give away shifts just like that, and that's super conducive to the lifestyle I have right now and my goals right now. It gets the bills paid. It's not like I'm trying to, you know, live a Flavor Flav lifestyle with the giant gold chain and clock around my neck or anything, but it gets the bills paid. It is fun. It's extremely flexible, and I couldn't ask for a better job for where I'm at right now in lifestyle, like in my life. Other than, you know, if I was able to just personal train instead, that would be pretty cool. However, I'm extremely content with where I'm at right now, but I'm not gonna get complacent and just settle here. I don't want to get lost in this. I know that this is a step towards my right direction and my future. I don't want to just settle and always wish I could have done this or I could have done that. You know, the world is yours for the taking. You just have to be willing to have a little bit of risk and have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of worry, a little bit of stress, you know, from time to time, but that's going to make you better as a person. And so many people fear failure and they fear taking that risk, and they'll just settle. They get comfortable and they just settle where they're at. It's almost like ending yourself early, you know. It's I don't know how to explain it. If you settle and you get yourself in a situation in which you are miserable and you just grind away years of your life doing it, but you just settled, yeah, you're making money, you're paying the bills, you could be making good money doing it, but if at the end of the day you're not happy and you're miserable and you regret the decisions you make, I mean, you can change it. You can always change it. Don't just settle with where you're at. You can always change it. Situations are almost always pliable. That's all I got for right now. I got legs today, so wish me luck. I might film some of it, but now I'm in a little bit of a hurry. But all right, guys, talk to you later.